welcome to a new vlog. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning friend, welcome. If you're new, hi, I'm Andrea. It's Thursday. I took yesterday off vlogging because I did vlog all of fall break, so that will be the last vlog you'll have seen. Yeah, so I took yesterday off. Yesterday was fine, but it was definitely a bit of an adjustment back into my routine. I didn't get quite as much done as I'd hoped to, especially where bookwork was concerned. It took me a while to get back into teaching and back into my routine with that and get enough progress made in teaching work yesterday, because I was trying to work ahead because tomorrow my schedule is a little bit different and I've got an appointment, and so I'm not going to have as much time to work tomorrow. So I've been working a little bit extra yesterday and a little bit extra today. So I've done some work this morning and then I popped out to Whole Foods, and then I've been doing some work this afternoon. I've got a really bad headache like right here, like in my sinuses. It feels like someone's like punched me between the eyes, which is such a lovely feeling. I think it's allergies. I know there are things that are starting to bloom again. But anyway, yeah, so I've just been doing a ton of teaching work. It's been a light week, but it's been, you know, my inbox got a bit stacked up. I did have students emailing me over the long weekend, which is fine. And I tell them that. I'm like, email me on a weekend, email me at 1 a.m. Like, I don't care. You're not going to disturb me. And I'd rather just have that email be waiting in my inbox than you forget to send it at a different time and then you don't get your question answered or your draft looked at or something. So I did have a bit more emails than I was thinking I would after fall break, but that was fine. So yesterday was predominantly an email inbox catch-up day and a little bit of grading, and then today I'm doing more grading. So I don't have that much more grading left to do today, so that's good, just a little bit. So I'm going to get that finished. But yeah, so I've got grading to do. I want to get caught up on everything that's basically been turned in early so that tomorrow I'll just finish grading everything that gets turned in by midnight tonight, and anything that's any of the Friday assignments that get turned in early, I'll grade those tomorrow as well, and then Monday I'll finish out the last of what was due this week. So it's all good. We're on track as far as grading and teaching work is concerned. As far as bookwork is concerned, it's a different story. So we will talk about that in a minute. Let me get back to grading and try to just get that knocked out. I just feel like I've been working. I'm looking at my task list in my planner and I feel like I've been working all day and I really haven't crossed off anything substantial. The only things I've crossed off have been like really little easy things, and that's not good enough. There's some things I'm just gonna have to migrate to another day, so I'll probably do that right now just so I can see some other things crossed off and just to figure out what is actually like left to do today. But yeah, a little bit disappointing. I feel like I'm getting back into things as far as my full-time job is concerned, but all of my side projects, book stuff, YouTube stuff, coaching stuff, all of that is just, my brain is slowing down. My brain is like done for the whole year. Like, it's just done, and it's too soon. It's not allowed to be done for the year. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting next few months. But anyway, I'm going to focus on grading today. We're going to get that done, and then we will chat book stuff, proofreading, formatting, and where all of that is at. Okay. It's now a little bit later, getting much later in the afternoon. I want to go out in about 30-ish minutes. I want to go for a walk or something, but I need to exercise and I need to get away from this desk. I've been at this desk for way too long today. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a formatting book update. Where are we at? Because I didn't do any work on this in the last vlog. So yesterday I did try. Yesterday was a very busy day as far as teaching work was concerned, but I did try to do some book work and I just kept having issues. And oh my gosh, I just see what the problem was. It's literally staring me in the face. I do not believe this. Ugh, this is what, okay, I'm not making any sense to you guys. I'm so sorry. So I updated Vellum yesterday and it was driving me nuts because I was trying to have book 2 open and book 3 open because I could have sworn that in the past I was able to like drag and drop or copy paste or something, front matter and back matter, from one book file to the next, or at least have them open in 2 separate windows. And I could not for the life of me get both books open. It just kept showing me what I thought was the same book. They have tabs now. This is wonderful, but also annoying. So this is what I just noticed. There's 2 tabs here. So I can go between book 2 and book 3. If I make it through this book launch, if I make it to the end of the year, like, let alone this book launch, it will be a miracle. Like, my brain, I should have noticed this yesterday. This isn't that complicated. I did not notice this. Now, the question is, can I copy and paste it? Yes, I can. And that becomes a million times easier. I would have had this done yesterday. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I got things opened up in Vellum. I also like having them open or having, where did I put it? I've got the paperback copy of The Inn of Hopes and Dreams, because when I set the style in Vellum, I need to just make sure that like it's the same as far as author, title, and page numbers, to make sure that my ornamental breaks are the same style, that the start of chapter is the same style. So I try to make sure that they're all the same in each series. So I create, or I figure out what combination of elements I'm going to use in Vellum to create the style for the book. So in Vellum you have, let's see if you'll be able to see. So you come over to this tab. I can't show you this tab or you'll see the book title. So you can scroll through all of these styles and they all look a little bit different. And then once you pick a style, you can then click that button and you can go through what the headings look like, what the heading backgrounds look like, first paragraph style, and then you just toggle through all the different options. And then you just keep scrolling through and setting everything. So for each series, I'll choose what the primary style is. So for Independent Hearts, the primary style is Oxford. And then I'll choose what my heading style is, my heading background, my first paragraph, paragraph after break, ornamental break. I don't have photographs in these books. I'll figure out my header footer style and then set my body style, pretty much always the same. And that way there's a standard look for the Independent Heart series, for the Across the Pond series. It all kind of works together and there's a bit of like visual cohesiveness. So this is what I'm working on right now for book 3, and I'm trying to get this formatted enough that I can then export it from Vellum and create my proofreading copy and then proofread that. So I will do the text. Basically what this next step is the text proofread, where I'm just proofreading the actual text. I'll make some notes in the margins if there's a formatting issue that I think needs to be fixed, but like right now I'm really just fixing the prologue through epilogue. That's what I'm proofreading. So I will do a separate proofread once I'm done with that of the acknowledgements, the author's note, because those haven't been written yet, and I can write those while I'm proofreading the prologue through the epilogue. I've created the title page, the half title page, the previous books and series page, the copyright page. I've added a dedication page, but I haven't written the dedication yet. So some of these are still to be written, but I really want to get this exported so that I can actually proofread it. So I think right now, with the bit of time that remains before I want to go out and go out and just get away from the desk for a bit. So I think in the next 20 minutes, what I'm gonna do and just try to get done is create the pages for all the front matter and back matter, the pages that need to be created, copy and paste things over from book 2, from that file, and just kind of make a note of what needs to be written. So I think, yeah, so like I've got them in my task list page for what remains. So just nothing will get crossed off yet, but I want to create them all. Because in between proofreading the chapters, I can be popping onto Vellum and writing the author's note, writing the acknowledgements, etc. I always think I'm going to get those done early, and then I never do. They never get done early. So that's okay. But yeah, I want to get the rest of these pages created. I'll do the final finishing later while I'm proofreading. But then I want to get a PDF copy generated so that I can put it on my iPad, because tomorrow I'm going over to the house, but I do have a hair appointment, and like I'm not going to get any proofreading done today, but I can probably get at least one chapter proofread while I'm at the house tomorrow. I want to do some proofreading tomorrow. I might even proofread the prologue today. I just feel like I need to start proofreading, or it's going to become too easy for me to keep putting it off for the next day and for the next day and for the next day. So I need to just start so that I have like ripped that band-aid off, so to speak. It was the same way with copy editing. It's just once I got it opened up into ProWriting it was just like, let's just do the prologue and get that done, because then I'll feel like I have started proofreading, and then it's easier to keep going from there, because then it's just one chapter or one page. And I think that's the other thing I want to do, is set my goals. So I need to figure out how many pages will be in the proofread, and then divide that by when I would like to try to get done. I'm hoping if I set myself a page number, like a number of pages per day, with proofreading I can stop in the middle of a chapter and not worry about losing my place or losing where it's saved. So I think I can just set a page goal per day starting tomorrow and we'll see how much gets done. So I've got about 15-20 minutes before I need to go get changed to go work out, and we'll see if I can get as far as I want to get. But if not, I can finish the rest when I get home. Like I might not get it imported into the iPad before I have to go out, but I can at least get everything done in Vellum that I want to get done. So time to stop talking and time to get back to work. surprise, not at home anymore. And I'm in my car, so we're obviously not walking around the neighborhood. I told you guys I wanted to work out. We're not walking around the neighborhood. If you've been following me only since like June or July, you might not be able to guess where we're at. But longtime viewers, especially if I tap back there, any guesses? Who wants to go for a hike with me? Okay, in full disclosure, it is still really warm. It's 80, well, it's coming down. It's 85. It was 86. It's still in the 80s. This is not quite hiking season, hiking weather. It's still very early days. There are still definitely, probably, there are most likely still some rattlesnakes above ground, but I'm going to stick to the main trail. We're not going to go off any of the side trails. We're going to stick to the main trail where there's definitely been like a lot of traffic throughout the afternoon. I read somewhere once, I think rattlesnakes can like sense vibration in the ground. So like where people are like walking a lot, they'll just kind of stay away from. And my experience in hiking over the last couple decades definitely bears that out. I rarely see rattlesnakes on the trail, and I've actually, knock on wood, I've never seen one out here at this park. I know they are here. I've just never seen one, and I think it's because they know to kind of stay away from the busier trails. I'm always super cautious just in case, especially when I am doing one of the quieter, less frequented trails. But I'm going to do the main trail today. Not sure how far we're going to make it. I'm not trying to do like a super long, super strenuous hike. I just want to get out on the trail. I've been doing quite a few walks around my neighborhood, and those have been great, but I miss hiking. I haven't been hiking since June, end of June for summer solstice when Mom and I went up to Lynx Lake the last time. And I haven't been hiking out here since mid-March. So it's been a while and I really, really miss it. So we're gonna go hiking. I am really excited. It's a tiny bit breezy and it's about 85 degrees, but there's no clouds. It is just completely clear blue sky, but the sun is getting lower. It's not feeling as strong, and it'll be a warm hike, but it should be a nice hike. So gonna keep my eyes peeled just in case there's still some critters around. It's not as busy here as I thought it was going to be because it is such a nice afternoon. I was expecting the parking lot to be a little bit more full. There's easily at least 30 cars here. So like I'm not the only one, and it's not like just me and like 5 other people. Like there are a decent amount of people here, just not as much as I thought there was going to be. So it probably is still a little bit warm. It's also a weekday, just around 5 o'clock, which means I do need to get going because the sun is going down around 6. The park is open until 6:11 at the moment. They're probably going to change that sign soon because the sun is going down now at like 5:58, 5:59 p.m. So yeah, so definitely want to be done in, I'm probably going to hike for like 30 or 40 minutes. I don't want to overdo it, but I've missed it. So I want to get out there and enjoy this. So let's go. day. First hike of the season. And oh my goodness, that was amazing. That was incredible. Much better than I was expecting. Tiny bit warm, but honestly, like, I feel warmer sitting here in my car than I felt out on the trail. There was a nice bit of a breeze, so that felt great. And the sun is just getting really low, so there's not that much heat to the sun right now. So that was amazing. I might come back out here on Saturday. Might come out here in the morning if I can wake up early enough. And then I might come out here on Saturday. Very quiet on the trail, both in terms of number of people, but also in terms of noise. Like, no birds. I don't hear any birds today. Didn't see any rabbits. So yeah, it was super quiet, which was really nice. And not very many people. I did pass a few people who were heading back to the parking lot as I was heading out. And then as I turned around, I was passing people who were just starting their hikes. Probably saw about 20 people. There are 2 family photo shoots going on. One that I can see here in the parking lot, one that I passed at the very end of the hike. So photo shoot season has started for sure. I saw the sign when I drove in telling professional photographers that they need to get a permit to shoot out here. It's going to be that way up until Christmas, and then even after Christmas. It's just, this is the time to kind of get your family photos done. So it gets very busy out here around golden hour for those photo shoots. And I'll see like the same photographers out here like every night doing photos. So yeah, oh my gosh, like just sitting here in my car, it feels, I can't even describe to y'all. I feel like those of you who've been following me for at least like a full year and have seen me go through like a full cycle of seasons, you know, if this is your second autumn with me, you probably understand. And those who've been following me for years might be able to understand how I'm feeling right now. But it's just like relief. It's just like my whole body relaxing with relief. It's just like a pressure valve being turned and all the pressure being let off. I've been feeling it over the last few weeks as it has been slowly cooling down, like incrementally cooling down. It's still warmer than I would like. I wish this was like a day like today. I wish this was our normal. It's going to be around this temperature again tomorrow, and then it's going to go back up into the 90s. It's going to be like 99, almost 100 degrees on Monday, which is not ideal. I don't want any more of those. Like, I wish it could just be in the 80s. Like, I want it to be cooler. I want it to be 70s and 60s. But for October, I would be very happy with 80s. But as it's been slowly cooling down, I have been noticing, like, as I've been able to go out for walks in the morning or in the evening and like be outside and get fresh air and move my body, I can just feel all the tension that I've been holding all summer. Certainly since the beginning of July was when just that tension in my body got really bad, and when my seasonal depression got really bad. I managed it pretty well throughout May and June, and the 2 hikes Mom and I did up at Lynx Lake definitely helped with that during those 2 months. But July, it was just too hot to do anything anywhere in most of the state. Certainly, like, even going up to Prescott, which is super close for us. It's only, it's less than a 2-hour drive. Even Prescott was too hot in June and August, in July and August. And so as my seasonal depression got really bad, it's just, I feel like I've been like wound so tight for the last few months, like July, August, September for sure. And those are usually the worst months anyway, but it starts getting bad in like May and June, and then it's severe in July, August, and September. And so I've been noticing over the last few weeks, tail end of September and now the beginning of October, as we've had more days, more frequency of days that feel nice like this, and as I've been able to go out for walks, I've just started feeling like, and I can breathe now. And so like, it's still not sweater weather, it's still not boot weather, like it doesn't feel like winter yet, but it doesn't feel like the height of summer anymore. It does feel like summer is finally going away. We're getting a new season. It's just feeling really beautiful, especially in the mornings and in the evenings. And it makes me so happy. It really does. It just makes me so, like, I'm on a high right now. I just feel I feel giddy. I honestly feel giddy. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm happy. So on that note, I need to get home because I do think I need to wash my hair. So I need to get freshened up and then need to figure out something for dinner. Don't know what. I don't feel that hungry, but need to do dinner. Need to relax and enjoy the rest of my evening. I did get the book imported to my iPad. I've got a current page number. So I think starting tomorrow, I need to do about 20 pages a day is going to be my minimum goal. We're getting back on track. So I'm feeling good about that. So I will start proofreading tomorrow. But for now, I'm just going to stay in this space, this headspace. I'm going to drive home. The sun's going to be up for still another like 10 minutes. So I'm not going to stay out here until sunset. I'm going to head home. We'll do some sunset footage in a future vlog. But I want to get home. I've got stuff I need to do tonight, and then I want to get up early and hopefully come out here and do another hike tomorrow morning. So stay tuned to see if that happens. But for now, yeah, let's get home and have a nice, cozy night at home. But oh my gosh, this was just, I am one happy girl. I really am. Okay, it is Friday, and I have just been going all day. It just feels like it's been a very hectic day. I went hiking this morning, so showed you guys that. I did vlog that. That was amazing. I think it was like 68 degrees by the time I got out there. I got up at like 7 and just went out there as fast as I could. It was incredible. It was amazing. It was just gorgeous. It was a little warm because of the sun. So I felt the sun a bit more this morning than I did yesterday. It was a little bit higher, a little bit stronger. So just kind of felt the warmth of the sun a bit more, but it was still
it felt really good. After my lovely hike, I was out there for about 45 minutes, I think, something like that. I did 1.83 or 1.85 miles, so almost 2 miles. So, which is longer than I did yesterday. So it's the longest hike of the season so far, out of 2 hikes. But after that, ran home, jumped in the shower, washed my hair really quick, got myself together, drove over to the house. So I'm spending the day over here. Did a little bit of grading, a little bit of work for a while, and then I've come to get my hair done. So I've had my hair done for the fall, and I think in this light you can see it a bit. We've definitely gone warmer. It's the first hair appointment I've had since the end of June, because my hairstylist has been on maternity leave, which was so happy for her that she was able to take like 3 months off for her maternity leave, but also very grateful that she's back. So my mom has helped me do my hair twice since she went on leave, touch up my roots, but we haven't done a full like color refresh since June. So we've gone warmer for autumn. So she's put in like a coppery reddish mix of color over what we already had. She has also trimmed it. So my ends are feeling super fresh, which is fantastic because they needed it. So I've had a nice bit of a chop just on the ends, touched up some of the layers as well, just to make them seem a little bit more intentional and not like scraggly bits that have grown out. Felt really good to be back in there. It was great to catch up with her. I brought my iPad with me thinking I would do some proofreading, but then we just talked the entire time because we had 3 months to catch up on, and I wanted to hear all about her baby. We had a fantastic time, so now I'm gonna go home. I still have some grading to do. I did do some proofreading last night before bed, so even though I wasn't going to do any proofreading yesterday, I still managed to do my 20 pages a day goal. So I guess if I don't do any proofreading today, I'll be fine. I'll just have switched the days. Have a bit of grading left to do and some emails that I didn't get to before my appointment. So I'm gonna do all of that, snuggle with some puppies on the couch, and then mom is going to make some chili and cornbread later tonight, I think. So that will be delicious. And then after dinner, I will head home, and I've got an episode of Bake Off to watch tonight. A new episode will have gone up today, and I think the season finale or whatever, the final episode for now of Love is Blind season 5 will have gone up as well. So I will have some Netflix to watch this evening. So should be a lovely evening. It's a beautiful day, but yeah, anyway, now I'm just rambling. I need to get going, get back to the house, get on with grading, get back. That's why I'm talking to you guys, because I don't want to go home and grade, but I need to go home and grade. So yeah, yay, new fresh hair. So happy. I'm just riding a high between yesterday and today, the hikes, and now getting my hair done. And the weather being nice, like I'm just in such a good mood, and can we just stay here? And like, this is also, not to be TMI, but like, this is also the time of the month when my mood is usually taking an absolute nosedive, but I'm actually doing pretty good, and I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that a lot. Okay, I am finally home. And it is 6:39. The sun is going down at 6 now, so even though I feel like I'm getting home at around the same time that I usually do when I go over to the house, it feels so much later because it is already quite dark out. There's just the tiniest bit of light in the far western sky. It's a beautiful sunset tonight driving home. Absolutely gorgeous. So that made the drive a little bit nicer. So yeah, I'm just putting away all of the yummy leftovers that Mom has very graciously sent me home with. I've got a big container of chili, so that's gonna go in the fridge. And then she also sent me home with 2 containers of cornbread. So we've got a big one and then one that's a little bit smaller, that has fewer pieces in it. So this is the smaller one. I think they're still a little bit warm, so I'm gonna leave them open so they don't totally steam up the containers. The cookie fairy spared me some cookies, so I showed some of these in my World Market haul. I got a packet for myself, but they also carry these at the commissary at Luke Air Force Base. So I can no longer shop at the PX or the commissary, which is truly one of the great sadnesses of my life. When I think it's like at the age of 18 or something, I no longer qualified for a military ID. My military ID expired and I couldn't renew it, and that meant that I lost all of my privileges on post. So sad. The commissary will carry certain European and other international imports. So yeah, my dad went to the commissary the other day and he gets these for himself, but Mom must have mentioned that I was asking if he could look to see, because they are like $1 cheaper at the commissary. So yeah, so just one of these rolls just randomly landed on the ottoman in front of the couch with all my laptop and work stuff, and I'm like, ooh, the cookie fairy dropped off some cookies, and my mom's like, what are you talking about? And I pointed at them. She's like, must be your dad, because it wasn't me. So thanks, Dad. So that was very exciting. And then Mom had also gone to Costco, so she gave me some mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, and then some mozzarella sticks, string cheese, and then a pack of Parmesan, which is very exciting. And then she gets multi-packs of Kerrygold Irish butter, so I just stole one of the packs because I don't have room in my fridge to buy some of the Costco-sized groceries. So I'm very grateful when I can just split a pack of something with her. We had a lovely evening. We had good food, very yummy, yummy food. The chili was fantastic, so I'm so excited to have chili leftovers. That is going to be very delicious over the next few nights, and it means I don't have to cook. Very excited about that. We had a nice dinner. It was nice having dinner with my parents and chatting and catching up with both of them. Got some snuggles with the dogs, especially while I was doing the last of the grading. Gus jumped up on the couch with me. He wants to be in my lap, and so there's always like a few minutes of like getting him settled and getting him to understand that he's not going to be in my lap. My laptop's going to be in my lap, and I sometimes will need both hands to work, but like he can be like right next to me. So eventually I got him to like settle down and like take a nap next to me, so that was good. So we had a nice bit of snuggle time on the couch. Lexi came up later and also got some ear scratches from me while I was finishing up grading. I did get completely caught up on grading, so I am done with all the grading for the week, and all that will be left on Friday will be the last handful of outlines for my 3 hybrid classes. I think in each of the 3 sections, around 1/3 to 1/2 of the students had turned their outlines in early, so I think I'll have like maybe 40 or 45 to grade. That sounds about right. So Monday should be pretty simple, so that'll be good. So yeah, now I'm home. I need to go wash my face because I did wear some makeup today, so I need to remind myself to like do a full double cleanse with my skincare and just get nice and cozy, whack my hair up in a top knot, change into my cozy PJs, and then crash on the couch and watch some Bake Off and some Love is Blind. I've not been that invested in Love is Blind this season. It just has not been their best season. Let me know if you agree. But if you're watching and if you agree, I at least want to finish and see what happens. Like, I'm committed now, basically. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have a really cozy night and it should be lovely. So that's gonna end this vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little 2-day vlog. It's been an amazing couple of days. Like, I was telling my mom, like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I feel really run down. She's like, well, you've been for two pretty good hikes in 2 days that you're not used to anymore. And I'm like, yeah, that would do it. But I still kind of want to go hiking tomorrow. I'm gonna have to be careful and pace myself. It's just these last couple days starting hiking again, like, it's so addictive. Like, once I've started going hiking again, I just want to keep going. It's gonna be really frustrating. Tomorrow will be nice, but then after tomorrow, it warms up for a few days. Like, Sunday through Wednesday, Thursday is going to be pretty warm and not so nice. So I don't know when, if I don't go tomorrow, I don't know when I'll get to go again. So I do want to try to go tomorrow, unless it ends up even warmer than they're predicting tomorrow, then I probably won't go. But yeah, like, I just feel like I've been tired yesterday and today, but I've still been in just such a good mood, particularly last night and all of today, like, since going for that hike yesterday, and then my hike today just was amazing. I just feel like I've been floating on a cloud all day. So yeah, so I've had a great time in this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed the return of some hiking footage and going on my hikes with me. Those who were watching last winter know that I will take you on as many hikes as possible. Some of you will probably get sick of it, but I'm not going to change vlogging them. So you can feel free to just skip over those sections if you don't enjoy the hiking footage. But I am very excited for the return of the hiking footage to these vlogs. So I hope you've enjoyed that. More proofreading in the next vlog. I don't think I'm going to do any proofreading tonight. I might do a little, but probably not another 20 pages. I was a little nervous last night of, like, what if I'm more tired than I think? And what if I'm not actually proofreading this as well as I think? So I might try to do a few pages, and then that might be it tonight, just so I can say I did some. That's gonna be it. If you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of that great stuff. I would really appreciate it. Say hi in the comments, leave me some mountain or saguaro cactus emojis in honor of the return of hiking. It's been so nice to just be back out among the saguaros. And I know I was passing by, they must have been tourists, or maybe people just don't hike very regularly, but there were these two women at the very end as I was coming off the trail. There's a giant saguaro right by the visitor center, right off this little, like, metal bridge that you cross to get to the beginning of the trail, and they were both just staring up at it in awe. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's amazing. And I said, there's more of those further down the trail, so you've got more to look forward to. So yeah, so leave me some mountain or some saguaro emojis in honor of the return of the hiking footage to the vlogs. And yeah, I don't have a question, so just leave me the emojis or let me know how you're doing in the comments, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!